Hey, Joshy.
Hello.
Treasurers yearn for fine figures.
They look gorgeous. They look awesome.
Prime Ministers do too. But with Scott Morrison off to America, only one of them got to broadcast the most balanced set of budget numbers in a decade.
The budget is back on track and will be back in the black for the 2019-20 year.
Instead of the $4.2 billion deficit predicted for last financial year, it came in at a mere $690 million. They call that a balanced budget, meant to be the last in a run of deficits that started in 2008, peaked at $54 billion and is now within striking range of the predicted $7 billion surplus due in June next year. Tax revenue went up, spending in some areas went down. Nowhere more so than on the disability insurance scheme. Of the $13 billion allocated in the year, only $8.5 billion was spent, taking $4.6 billion of pressure off the budget.
It's a national shame, it's a disgrace. The Morrison government is balancing its books on the backs of Australians with disabilities.
At no point has our government made a policy decision to cut funding to the NDIS.
The government points out 150,000 people entered the scheme during the year and its funding doubled. But it assumed even more growth, and the hold-up was in part due to service providers not taking on as many clients as it had estimated.
The funding for the NDIS is guaranteed, Mr. Speaker. No Australian will miss out.
The much-promised surplus seems so close to the Treasurer, he could almost touch it, just as long as it's not a mirage. Obvious weaknesses persist in the economy since that financial year ended, and pursuing a surplus at all cost means the government would have little room to offer stimulus if it needed to. Although Josh Frydenberg signalled that fast-tracking infrastructure works would be a first option. Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.